In this video, I am discuss about the functions of the membrane protein. So first is this membrane protein which acts like a ion channel. Second is carrier. Third is receptor. Fourth is enzymes. Fifth is linker. And sixth is cell identity marker. So one by one detail discuss about the functions of the membrane protein. The first functions of the membrane protein which acts like a ion channel. Ion channel mainly integral proteins are ion channel. Okay, what is the ion? Ion means sodium ion, potassium ion, chloride ion, calcium, magnesium. There are so many ions present in our bodies, and how the ions enter the cell and exit the cell. So they enter and exit the cell with the help of this channel. This is known as ion channel. Okay, so there are so many ions, sodium ion, potassium ion, enter and exit through this channel. Okay, so next is these ions which are not pass through this membrane. Why? Because these container charges, this container charge, that's why they are not enter and exit through this lipid, bilayer lipid. Okay, so they need a special membrane, special channel called as ion channel. Okay, this specific channel for the common ion, for example this is the sodium ion channel. Sodium ion channel means that only sodium ion enter and exit the cell, not another ion exit and enter the cell. For example, potassium channel for potassium ion which are not enter and exit the cell. Why? Because this is not a potassium ion channel, this is only a sodium ion channel, means that only a sodium ion only enter and exit the cell. There are so many another channel: potassium ion channel, chloride ion channel, calcium ion channel. Okay, so this is about the ion channel. The another membrane protein is the acts like a carrier. There are so many integral proteins which acts like a carrier. Carrier is also called as transporter. Means that they transport the substances across the membrane by undergoing change their shape. Okay, so these are substances which transport across the membrane only by undergoing change their shape. This is called as carrier. For example, amino acid, there are so many amino acid needed to synthesize the protein, so they transported the amino acid inside the cell with the help of this carrier. The another function which acts like a receptor. So there are so many integral proteins which acts like a receptor. What is the receptor? Receptor means that any substances, any ligand bind to these receptors which alter the function of the cell, For example, any diuretic hormone bind to these receptors which change the water permeability, So this is the another functions of the membrane protein. The another function is the enzyme. There are so many integral and peripheral proteins which acts like a enzyme. Okay, so what is the enzyme? Enzyme means catalyze the reactions inside and outside the cell, but it depends where the active site is present. Okay, so first these any substances or substrates which bind to this enzyme, they converted into the product. For example, disaccharide lactose is converted into the milk. Disaccharide is converted into the milk with the help of the lactase enzyme. The another is the linker. There are integral proteins and peripheral proteins which acts like a linker. What is the linkers? Linker means these are anchors or attach the filament inside or outside the plasma membrane. Okay. What are the functions of this linker? They provide the structural stability and shape for the cell. And the another function is that they participate in movement of the cells and link two cells together. Okay, so these are the linker. The last function is cell identity marker. The cell identity marker we have previously discussed about. There are so many glycoproteins and glycolipids are present which acts like a cell identity marker. Okay, so what are the functions of the cell identity marker? They recognize the own cell and the foreign cell, and to protect our bodies from these microorganisms or foreign cell when present in our body. So this is the functions of the cell identity marker, to recognize the cell. Okay, so that is for today. Thank you so much.